Hi guys, this is Becky from the Evermend team. Welcome back to our page, and thank you for watching my video. So in light of one of our new groups, it's called the Evermend Healthy Living Group, as well as recently wanting to really share my own struggles with weight loss and trying to get healthier, I thought this would be a really good video to share with you guys, or to create and share with you guys. So my struggles with weight loss started really early on in elementary school when I was about 8 or 9 years old. So if you've been watching some of my videos, you'll know or you'll be familiar with the fact that I started developing some low self-confidence and self-esteem issues in elementary school. So I definitely know that that was part of it. But I also, I still am, very studious, and I love to read, and I'm a huge bookworm. And so what I would do is I would turn the TV on, I would sit in my bed, I would open up a book, and the TV would be on like as background noise, and I would have an entire bag of Doritos. It didn't matter if it was Cool Ranch or nacho cheese Doritos. It was usually nacho cheese. And I would have the bag in front of me, and I would end up reading like half the book during the night, and I would devour like the entire bag of Doritos. And I didn't even give it like a second thought. It was like crazy cheesy goodness. But because I was reading, I never even really paid attention to it. So I started packing on the weight pretty early on, and it just kind of, went on and on through middle school, or I packed on the pounds through middle school and high school, and got heavier and heavier. And it was always something that I knew that I struggled with, and I really didn't know how to like keep control of it at all. And it bothered me, but at the same time, I had some great groups of friends, and I was part of different clubs in middle school and high school. So I think at the same time, I had some really good distractions, and it didn't really faze me too much. And then after high school, I was in my first serious relationship, which was an emotionally abusive relationship. And that is where I probably spiked to my heaviest weight. I got to about 235 pounds. And in that relationship, I was very well fed. And we would go out and eat a lot. So, and during that relationship, I was probably at my lowest self-esteem, with my lowest self-confidence, and I was probably a bit depressed. And I knew that I was not happy with my body. So I got into quite a bit of a funk, and it took me a while to get out of it. But one thing I started doing was I started walking. And I would go for like 2-mile walks every single day. And I started building and boosting my self-confidence and my self-esteem, and I started feeling good about myself, and I started losing a little bit of weight, and I was doing it on my own. I was so proud of myself. So that was something that I think that's where it really started, was knowing like I can do this on my own. I don't necessarily need anyone to help me get started on this. Like, I can do it. I did want to mention that there are 2 things in the past that have kind of hindered my, my progress with my weight loss journey. So those 2 things are when I've come to a plateau, or when I have, I tend to emotionally eat. So if I get frustrated or I get stressed, so in times of frustration or times of stress, I emotionally eat. And when I emotionally eat, I will eat later at night. I will gear myself more towards like the baked goods and the chocolate. salty things and sweet things. I definitely recognize that I do that. And then also when I hit a plateau, so like if I am kind of starting up again on my weight loss journey, and I lose, 10 pounds or 15 pounds, then I plateau. And what happens is I get discouraged, and then I get so discouraged that I kind of stop. I'm like, nope, this isn't working. I'm just going to stop. So I recognize that those two things have happened in the past more often than not, where if I plateau and if I emotionally eat, they kind of hinder my progress with my weight loss journey. So if you can recognize some of the things in your life that are kind of hindering you to get a little bit healthier, I think that when you recognize those things, it helps you be very cognizant of it, and maybe to kind of help you figure out what your triggers are, make you more aware, so you can maybe move past it the next time. So because I'm more aware of those now, I definitely have been able to at times move a little bit past those. Like if I'm at a plateau, I figure out something else I can do to kind of get myself past that plateau rather than getting discouraged. Or if I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling frustrated, instead of eating, I find another outlet. I go exercise, I go pet my dog, or I go cuddle, with my dog, or I go do something with the boys. So if you could recognize those and figure out other ways to move past those, then that's awesome. But over the past years, I have joined many groups to try and help me get started, or to kind of push me farther on my weight loss journey. So I've joined Weight Watchers about 3 times. I joined Diminishing Dimensions. I've joined Lean Physique. I've joined a variety of gyms. And right now I am on my 3rd bout, I guess, of personal training. So my personal trainer right now is amazing. So over the summer, I joined a new gym, and I'm not a gym rat by any means. I really don't care that much for the gym. I would much rather be outside walking or taking a bike ride or hiking. But I also knew that I wanted to start learning about strength training and building some muscle. I don't want to get skinny. I don't want to become a bodybuilder. I just want to get rid of some more of this fat. I really do. And I want to get healthy. I want to be healthy for myself. I want to be healthy for my family. I want to move around more with my boys. So the one goal that I had was over the summer with joining personal training or with a personal trainer was to learn about strength training. So that way when I did go to the gym, I would have more exercises that I could do on my own. And I definitely do push myself when I go to the gym. But it used to be where if I went to the gym, I would just hop on the elliptical trainer or I would hop on the treadmill. Those were like my go-to machines. And I found that those weren't necessarily always what I needed. So I knew that I needed some guidance with strength training and strength, exercises. So I'm still continuing with my personal trainer right now, and I absolutely love, he's extremely motivational. And so I found that over the years, that's one big thing that has really helped me is having a support system. So we had a challenge through my school district just recently that was a walking challenge, and I invited people to join my walking team, and we were all extremely motivational or motivating to one another, and inspiring, and like, hey, great job moving or great job walking again today, and we would set up like some walking times after school where we could go walking together. So I found that over the years, having a support system, other people to help you stay motivated, has been extremely helpful and beneficial to me. So I've also found that logging my food has been extremely beneficial to me, or finding a good way to track my food. So I'm still trying to find like the best way to do that, because after about 2 months or so, it starts feeling a little tedious to me when I'm tracking, and it kind of becomes more of like a chore. So I haven't found like the best way to track yet. So maybe if you have any ideas, I would love to hear them and you could share them with me. So tracking and logging my food, having a support system, as well as just keep on moving. Like, I love exercising. So finding some way to move every single day, and finding whatever motivates you, whether it's a dance class. Last year I joined a hip hop dance class, which I absolutely loved. So finding whatever motivates you to move. It doesn't matter what it is. If you love drums and you join some kind of like a drum dancing group, if you like yoga, if you like bike riding, it doesn't matter what it is, just as long as you get moving every single day. So, and then also just finding what works for you with your eating patterns. About a year or a little over a year ago, I started switching to more of a vegetarian, I guess, lifestyle where I don't eat meat anymore. I seldom eat fish, and I've cut out most dairy out of my diet. Has actually really helped me, so that when I go towards more of those snacks, I don't go towards more of those carby snacks. And being Italian, I still definitely love my carbs, and I do love pasta. But instead of the pasta, now I will gear or go more towards maybe the spaghetti squash. So finding those healthy eating things that work for you, whether it's, if you don't really care to drink water, maybe you add lemon into your water, and that's the way that you drink your water. So I hope those kind of maybe 4 things help you a little bit on your weight loss journey if it's something you're struggling with. I'm continuing with mine every single day. I have no shame sharing my weight now. I used to be 235, and now around this time I'm about 144, 145, and I still have a long way to go. I still have rolls, and those rolls are not baby weight anymore. I have a 3.5 and a 5.5-year-old, so I definitely know it's not baby weight anymore that I need to get rid of. But again, I'm much more comfortable in my skin now than I ever was before. So I hope that this video has helped you a little bit. I hope you're able to come check out our website at evermend.org, or join us on our Facebook page. And if you are struggling with something with your health and maybe your weight loss journey, I would love for you to come join us and help be a support and maybe a resource to myself or other members on our Evermend Healthy Living group as well. So, all right. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a wonderful night. Love and blessings to you all, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care. Good night. Bye.